Pop art. Let's get started. What is pop art? Pop art is a style of art from the 20th century. It used popular cultural imagery and mass production techniques to challenge traditional art. We're going to be looking at 4 masterpieces: Campbell's Soup Cans, Marilyn Diptych, Wham, and Hopeless. Color schemes commonly found in pop art are bold primary colors like red, yellow, and blue. Pop art often uses these vibrant, bright colors in their pure form to show energy and excitement. Complementary colors are also found in pop art. These are the colors that are across from each other on the color wheel, like red and green or orange and blue. These create visual tension. Analogous colors. These are the colors that are right next to each other on the color wheel. For example, light green, yellow, and orange. They provide a harmonious or unified look. Pop art style elements to look for. Bin-day dots. These are small dots of color used for shading and texture. Halftone patterns. These are created by printing dots of varying sizes and colors for different effects. Dots also reference the comic book style. Neon color accents are frequently used. These bright fluorescent colors show energy and excitement. Marilyn Diptych. This artwork was created by Andy Warhol in 1962. The dominant colors are black and white and varying shades of pink and red. The color usage consists of 50 silkscreen images of Marilyn Monroe. The left side uses black and white images, while the right side uses vibrant colors, particularly pinks and reds. This contrast emphasizes the transition from the real person to a mass-produced image. Let's take a longer look. What do you see? Repetition. Repetition shows the famous actress Marilyn Monroe's face many times using a silk screening printing style that makes it look like she's on a can of soup. This shows how celebrities can be copied and become very popular. Color choices. One side of the artwork is bright and colorful, while the other is black and white. This helps us see the big difference between how people see famous stars and their real lives. Why faces? Warhol made this artwork right after Marilyn Monroe passed away. It's not just a picture. It makes us think about how quickly fame can disappear. Campbell's Soup Cans by Andy Warhol, 1962. Sometimes called the 32 Campbell Soup Cans. This is created using 32 canvases with printmaking images put together into one artwork. Do you see the dominant colors? The colors of the different soup can labels include red, yellow, blue, green, and orange. Each can is painted with the colors of its specific soup label, creating a vibrant and repetitive pattern. The background is a neutral white, allowing the colors of the cans to really stand out. Let's take a longer look. What did you see? Series repetition? This artwork has 32 different pictures of cans of Campbell's soup, each one showing a different flavor. It reminds us how many choices we can have when shopping for food. Art and ads. Warhol used a special printing method that's similar to how products are made in factories. He wanted to show that art can be like advertisements we see every day. Think about it. By turning a soup can into art, Warhol makes us think about how we look at everyday items and what they mean to us. Wham! By Lichtenstein, 1963. What colors do you see? Red, yellow, and black? The explosion in the painting is a vibrant red, while the surrounding sky is a bright yellow. Black outlines and details add contrast and definition. Let's take a longer look. What did you see? Book style looks like a scene straight out of a comic book. It features bold outlines and bright colors, making it exciting to look at. The artwork is made up of 2 large panels that tell a story, just like a comic strip. What story did you see? Action and sound effects. Shows a fighter jet shooting a missile with a big wham written in a speech bubble. This makes the artwork feel dynamic and full of action, just like in superhero comics where you see explosions and other sound effects. Fun realism. Using cartoon-style painting, he painted dots called Ben-Day dots to create shading and texture, which gives it a playful yet realistic feel. This shows how art can mix fun styles with serious skills. Hopeless by Lichtenstein, 1963. What colors do you see? Blue, yellow, red, white, and black? The painting features a blue background with a yellow speech bubble containing the words hopeless. Black outlines and details again provide contrast and structure. Do you remember what red, yellow, and blue color scheme is? That's right, primary. Let's take a longer look. What did you see? This artwork looks like it's from a comic book. It has bright colors and even a speech bubble. It's telling a story using feelings. The lady in the picture looks very sad. This helps the artwork tell a story. What story did you see? Dot effect. The tiny dots in the artwork make it look like it was printed in a comic book, showing how popular stories can also be art. What did you like about pop art? What do you not like about pop art? How can you create art in pop art style? Here are some ideas. You could create a comic strip pop art inspired by Wham! You could create a self-portrait inspired by the Marilyn Diptych. You could create a still life inspired by Hopeless, or even a pop art food label inspired by Campbell's soup cans. Here's some tips. Keep it simple. Start with basic shapes and colors. Experiment with the materials. Try using different mediums like markers, crayons, or paint, and have fun. The most important thing is to enjoy the process of creating your pop art masterpiece. Thank you for joining us to learn about pop art. See you soon!